Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the LSU Tigers taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense will start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Can anyone catch him? He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground with the back. On the move is the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. They're going to ride this running back.
All right, well, the offense... this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Collins. They're bringing heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the... at the defense denying him the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for a block. It's Tuggle. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but he wants to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Dogs! What a grab and go for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Line gets set, first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Working that left side now.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the fourth down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green line.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there. Just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's McPherson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to... and this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the move, it's Tuggle. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stopped.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Dogs in the hurry up. They're going back to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks the tackle. To the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to the running game. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Buys a little extra time. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Collins. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he's running in the open. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's a real And tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Tuggle, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one play, he unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got that a little bit tired.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Going for it all. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Dogs are in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The sure hands, it's Stocker. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Yankee Blue! Yankee Blue! Here we go!
They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Got it in the middle, it's White. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
They'll go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
42, Spider! Fort!
A first down run in the red zone. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense at an empty set. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. At the 45, on his way. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. He's looking to throw it. He's got an open man. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Collins. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires on the move. He makes a catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Tigers are marching down the field.
First and goal, LSU.
They'll go to the air. Finds us back in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal.
29 Philly. 2-0 check. Roll it, roll it.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Stocker. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to throw. It's Collins. Turns it loose. Got his man. He's off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! What a catch and run for 6. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
This one's complete.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Dropping back, it's Collins. He's got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
He'll just keep slinging it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
At the 14-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Timeout, LSU.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to get to it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick it off.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Quarterback empties his backfield. The corners are walked up tight. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it. Touchdown, Georgia. And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
He wants to throw right down the middle. It's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down.
Get set, alert, flip it.
He's looking to throw it. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
In the outcome. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To advance on the football.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. One more play to pad the stats. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.